Hello, ghouls and boils. It's me, Sarah, here again with another issue of Digging Through the Bins. Cthulhu, of course, is here to celebrate with us. And it wouldn't be a party without Count Succula. Well, he doesn't seem to want to suck it. Oh, there he goes. I, once again, have decided to do this in my jammies because, well, it's easier and more comfortable, and I felt like it. This issue of Digging Through the Bins, we are going to talk about Bonds. Bonds is a comic that came out initially in 1997 by Durwin S. Talon. Durwin is both the writer and the artist of the book, and it's absolutely a beautiful, captivating style. It, as you can see, I don't know where it's gonna. I'll turn it like that. No. Anyway, I saw this on the shelf and I had to have it, and so I bought the first issue. I'm kind of a sucker for the mini-series. When I saw 1 out of 3, I said, awesome. You know, I love something that I can collect from start to finish that's small. Sometimes they put them in graphic novel format, which they did with these, and I will someday, because I'm a completist, own that as well. Goodness, Cthulhu, I think he agrees. Bonds is a book about a girl who has I'm going to try to tell you this without giving any spoilers, but she has a very bad thing happen to her that sends her spinning into this dreamland where she meets her guide and finds out that she is a binder. Binders are they can go one way or the other. They're protectors, or they are well, they're destructors. It's one or the other. And by the end of the first issue, she chooses her path. One of the nifty things they did about this, you know, is and I really like, I thought it was a really great idea, is because she's a cellist, they did these all in the Italian phrases for symphony. And so it starts at Allegro and it finishes at finale. So I thought that was a very cool little touch that they did there. I can't really say enough about these books. Let me show you the covers of issue 2 and issue 3. So here's where we're going to go into my issues with Image. Now, I know I probably am going to talk this to death. I've said this the last time. The great thing about Image is they do a lot of creator-owned stuff. The bad thing about Image, well, it's both bad and good, because it gives the artist and writer a little bit of freedom. But it gives us readers a little bit of a, I don't know, panic attack waiting for the next one to come out. This came out in fall of 1997. This is issue 2. Issue 3 came out in fall of 1999. So you can imagine how I felt after being left with this huge hangover, or this huge cliffhanger, and waiting and waiting and waiting, and I kept asking, does anybody know when this book is coming out? I understand that there was a lot going on in Durwin's life at the time. I don't know him personally, but hey, Durwin, S. Talon, if you're watching by chance, you somehow stumble across this, we'd love to interview you. And I really hope that you're still creating both art and writing, because you have an incredible talent. This story is captivating. I sat today and I read it again, and cover to cover for each book, and just kind of time flew by, and there wasn't a moment in this story that I felt like I was taken away from the fantasy elements. This is listed as horror. I would really list it as a strange tale. It does have some horrific parts. It does have some action. But I don't think as a whole it's a horror book. I think it's a definitely more of a strange tale kind of thing. If you're interested in things that are like sort of shamanic, leading the darker path or the lighter path, I think there's a lot of that in this, then I definitely recommend it. If you like strange tales, I definitely would recommend it. If you like art that is just absolutely beautiful and photorealistic, then this is for you. Unfortunately, Bonds is out of print, so it's kind of hard to find. Issue 3 is available on Heavy Ink. They do not have the graphic novel. I did look on Amazon, and it seems like there are some of the singles, and some people selling the graphic novel. So you might have some luck there. You can also try digging through the bin at your local comic book store. I always encourage that. Support your local comic book store, or Cthulhu will swallow your soul, and you don't want that to happen. So, I know this is a short video cast this time, but it is a short book. My disappointment in having to wait was resolved once I finally read the story from cover to cover when the third issue came out. So I'm not mad, Durwin. I think it's a fantastic story, and I will probably read it a bunch more. So yeah, I'm saying go out and buy it. Buy it if you can find it. Buy it. I'm talking to you now. I mean, like, get on your computer now and buy it. So yeah, that's it for this issue, or this video cast. And next time I'm going to be doing, let me grab the book here, it's kind of huge. I'm going to be talking about Local. Local is a very interesting book, and it's Brian Wood's baby. Oni Press put this out, and it's just absolutely beautiful book. The binding here is all velvet. It's got a texturized cover. If you're into books, this is definitely something to have. I mean, the art is very, very cool. If you're into lines and inking, this is the book for you. It's illustrated by Ryan Kelly, and it's a fantastic, fantastic book. But we'll talk more about it next time. I guess Count Sakula should say goodbye. And Cthulhu would like to just wave, because he's been screaming enough today and his voice is probably a little sore. And my voice is starting to go, so I guess that's it for this evening. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time at Digging Through the Bins.